Hi everyone, welcome back to the Decades Challenge. In the last one, everyone was a bit of a disaster. Everything was just going wrong because the males had just died and the females are just getting used to doing everything. They did everything before, but it got kind of in that predicament of, oh my god, we now have to earn money as well. So they have loads of young children at the same time, including grandchildren and new children. I did play a little bit off screen to get the needs up, and in that time we had Mary turn into an elder and Mary II turn into a teenager. Like, what the actual heck? Which means, of course, we now have to take 1,000 off so she can go to school. So that leaves us with very little money as per usual. This family is quite poor, so we are having a bad time in that. It is, you're always tired and hungry. It is coming up the toddlers' birthdays, which means we are currently in 1919, so the war is over. The men have returned, which is really cool. So now we can actually get on with getting Alexandria moved on. Hopefully, we're just gonna have to. I'm gonna send like a text, but I'm gonna send like a letter. I'm going to use it in a way of a letter, otherwise you just can't contact anyone and it's just really hard to contact people, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. So as soon as they grow up, so at this time we're just going to get them to blow out the candles actually. So we're going to do that. Sister's gone to school, so let's go. So we're going to blow out candles, and we're going to do it for Henrietta first because she was the first one born. I'm so excited to see how they grow up and what they look like, because obviously we've got to change all the clothes. Being 1920s, they're going to be a bit more stylish, but I'm really excited to see how this turns out, to be honest. She's cooking food. Where are you? Right, you're on your way. Happy birthday, Henrietta! It's quite cute. She was like born in like early 1910s, and now she's like, it's just turning into 1920. Woohoo! There we go. So she's a loner. Oh dear, no, I'm not going to do that. She's going to be musical, and I think they all have to be creative. Because if they're a loner, it's really hard. Wow, chick, yes. It's really hard to actually get them to get married and so. But in the 1920s, women can now be the inheritors. So we're going to see how it goes, see who's around. Oh, you. Right, remove wedding cake topper. We're going to see how we do this. Whoever, when she dies, we're going to see who's the oldest. And go from there, I reckon. And kind of pick who gets it. But yeah, we'll see. So let's go for George. At the minute, these two are the eyes. But we're going to have to wait and see till Mary dies to see actually who gets it. Because obviously it was meant to be... It was meant to be Helena and Edwin that did take over when his dad died, but because they died at war and they're no longer married, she's no longer entitled. So when the kids get a bit older, it means she's got to move out and kind of get on with her own life. But then obviously we have two heirs, and she's not going to have any more kids, so it'll either be one of the two, because the other two girls, Alexandria and Mary, will get married and move out. Hopefully soon rather than later, because I want to see them get married and move out and have a smaller household, because it's really stressful having to deal with a lot of people in one house, especially when you're having kids and things like that. And I'll go through all the challenges when it gets to all the challenge rules now that it's this one. So we'll go from there. So George is aged up and he's again fussy, but again he's got to be creative. Why are you fussy and then fussy again? Right, you're going to be a bookworm. Okay, so we need you to do that. And let's get the last one grown up and then I'll go through everything. Ooh, la, someone's feeling flirty. So we're going to blow out candles. Thomas, the last toddler. So this is little George there. He's having an emotional absolute breakdown. So we're going to see what's going to go on here. So he's hungry. Everyone's hungry. Everyone's not in a good mood. So we're all going to have cake for the tea. So, call to meal. Where's Thomas going? Thomas, come back. I need you to grow up, mate. Come back. Right, this is actually going nowhere right now. Mum's just like, for goodness sake. I can't believe I didn't have any kids with red hair. I'm actually really sad. I wanted kids with red hair. I wanted red-haired aliens. But yeah, who knows? Aliens could have walked among us. Who knows? So let's see. She's gonna go get Thomas now. So let's see. It's Thomas's birthday. It's all the birthdays, and it's 1920. So we're all gonna have like a toast and have a bit of a good time. Look at that face. So every generation that grows up, then it kind of reiterates it's been 10 years and 10 years and 10 years. Otherwise, you'd have to wait till New Year's every year, and it's just not fun. It's just really long. Thomas is good, and he's going to be creative. So all three kids are growing up. They're not in a good mood. They're all angry and hungry and all the rest of it. So let's see what's going on in the 1920s. Is the women's rights era. So I absolutely respect this era. I respect all the women that went out and fought and the men that stood beside them so women could have the right to vote, could have the right for their own property and everything else that they gave us that women are able to do today. Although the fight continues, I really respect the women and men and that went out and really, really helped. So let's get on it. Women can be chosen to inherit. So the way I'm going to work this is, so let me just get up the generational marks. So I'll go from I'll go from obviously the founder. So the founder is dead, which leaves the male founder is dead, which means the only female founder is still alive, which means it would jump down. I don't know why that hasn't done this. It would jump down to the first male of the family, but the first male of the family died in battle because back then people would sign up even if they were 14, 15, 16 years old. They would lie about their age being 18 just to go fight for the country. So anyway, he's dead, and the rest are females. However, before Edwin did die, and yes, I am forgetting his names, Edwin did have two twin boys, which are Thomas and George. So basically, what's going to happen is women can inherit, but I think up until later on in the generations, especially in the UK, I believe, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, is that even so what's happened here is the boys died in battle, therefore there's 4 girls, but then 4 girls are going to go get married and move out and have children of their own. So because there's 2 male children that are children at the moment, but they will become teenagers soon enough, they will inherit the land and the money because they won't move out and get married apart from one of them. So it's that kind of rhetoric. If there was, say, Edwin didn't have any children before he left for war, then it would be that case where the eldest girl, which would be Alexandria, would then inherit all the rest of the money. And it's the same reason if Edwin actually had 2 girls, because it's later on and girls can inherit. They only inherited because of there's been no boys around, basically. So women can work as painters or a musician until children arrive. So they can only work until they get pregnant and have the children, and then they have to give up work to become obviously a wife and a homemaker. So the women's rights era, it was ridiculous in the fact that women could work until they gave birth and had children. But I can see the way it kind of worked. I'm in 2 minds, but it's each their own. Careers opened a criminal, bootleggers, boss branch, and culinary, which is the mixologist branch, which is really cool because I can't wait to get the girls starting to work, especially Mary II, because obviously she's not given birth and there's no one really to carry on realistically. So all the kids, I'm going to give a makeover to them because they're they're not very good at the moment. So Mary's an elder, she's looking after her children. Alexandria, actually, I'm going to get her a job. I'm going to allow her to go out and work and be the first person to work, especially being a musician. Like, she's having the conversation with her mum now, saying women have got all these rights. It's 1920. I really want to go out and start working, even if it's the most creative industries. So it's only in the musician or the painting. And her mum agrees. Her mum's quite happy too because they're low on funds. The farm isn't doing very well, so we're going to go ahead and let her do it. So I think we're going to put her in the music one if I can. Which one is it? Entertainer. Right, so I think you have to be an entertainer to do the musician. Yeah, musician. So she can be an entertainer. So she works 3 days a week. She needs to write and practice jokes. No problem. Let's just get you to sleep. And I've just realised I've lost a toddler beds and no actual beds. So I'm just going to put everyone to sleep. Elder, of course, is going to have to look after the children, and she's going to look after the farm as well because she don't want the farm to obviously disintegrate just because the children are getting older and and basically doing everything they want to do. Helena's a mum, so of course she can't get married. Well, she can get married, but I'm not going to let her. Maybe one day I might move her out. Mary II just is awesome. I don't think we can actually get her a teenage job. I'm not too sure. So I'll just get you to read a second. Let me see what job I can get for yours. So find a job. All the kids are absolutely knackered. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get you all beds. And then, yeah, I'm going to actually make it a bit easier for them. So let's get rid of that and that. Because it's a real pain when it comes to, well, there's no married people here anymore, so I can get you some. Oh my goodness, I forgot. So I've got 2 children. Oh my goodness, I haven't got the money. Oh dear, which one's the cheapest bed? I thought it was actually quite cheap. Yeah, so I'm going to text this guy, but I'm going to use it as a fact that they've just sent a letter instead of texting. I think it'd be a bit easier in that regard. So obviously we've got 2 boys, 1 girl, Alexandria, and her. Sorry, I'll just do that. Oh, that just looks absolutely awful, doesn't it, for the 1920s? I've absolutely not done a very good job of this. Absolutely not. But I'm doing my best. Like, I could imagine it was really hard back then, and she's just knackered. She's had enough. She's like an elder. She just wants to sit and chill and go to sleep and have nothing bad happen. Just, yeah. So, yeah. So the women that obviously are widowed or not unmarried, they can still paint and do the odd things, because we're going to need the money, and they're going to have to help out on the farm and doing the odd job. Realistically, wow, my voice went really weird then. We've got kids that are really not happy. They're just everyone's so miserable. I'm so sorry. But during this decade, this was just before the Great Depression, so everything wasn't in its right place. It was recovering from war. Everything was bombed out. Everyone was really sad because a lot of men didn't come back, and it was that really bad era. Yeah, so it was quite a bad situation for people to be in at that point. What I'm going to do, though, you're not really happy, are you? Is the kids are really upset. I haven't exactly been looking after them quite a lot. You've got the two people that are going to be the heir, and they don't look happy. She's like, for goodness sake, I can't be bothered. I don't wanna. He's like, dude, chill out, man. Chill out. So, yeah, everyone's quite happy. I'm gonna where are the women in here? Right. I need you to move that onto the clothesline and do your bloody job. Because women were like really bad really good homemakers as well. Especially going into the 50s and 60s, women were still obviously doing the jobs in the house and doing that. Like, you've got Helena, she's quite happy with her life. She's content. She's got over the death of her husband in such a cruel circumstance. The kids have never met. Juliet Glenn wants to hang out now. The kids have never met their dad. They met him briefly when he was a child. So I think they're quite sad. So, right, what I'm going to do is we're just pretending that we are actually just writing a letter like, I would like to see you, please, and basically court her, because I really want her out of the house. It's time for her to move on. Like, she's an adult now. And here comes Thomas Flex, who we all know he comes from a really rich family. So he's a very ideal person for Alexandria, and she's so excited to see him. So we're gonna make a flirtatious joke. Obviously, we can't try for a baby yet because they have to be married before they can try for a baby. Yeah, so it's actually quite cute. They're really cute together. She's like, hi, it's so nice to see you again. How was the war? He was like, yeah, it was bad. I still struggle a lot, and I just wanted to come home to you. She's like, oh, how sweet of you. but we should send robots out there. How funny is that? Tucker, I think she's trying to keep his mind off the war because he's come back quite traumatized from the war. So she kind of wants to make him happy, but he's trying to court her at the same time. We have to be quite like delicate with these two because obviously with him being at war, it could have turned out quite bad. He could like snap at any moment with PTSD or the horrendous things that you see when you're at war. But I'm glad he's actually back and he's flirting. I don't think we should embrace just yet though, because that does sound a little bit too much. She's like, I missed you. I really missed you. Did you read a lot of books while you were out there? He went, yeah, I wrote books. I was covered in everything. Like, it was awful. I never want to do it again. She's like, I hope you never have to do it again, my love. I hope now that everything's rebuilding. How's your business? It's like, yeah, my business is still doing well. We've just got everyone back to work, and obviously we've got to take everything into consideration as far as it being so bad of people's mindset, and basically we lost a lot of our workforce and it's just not good. She's like, are you so rich though? Are you so rich? She's gonna give him, yeah, we could have him. Ask her to marry him. This is going to be really awkward because I've got to somehow get him to propose to her, so maybe I have to go find him in the world and then get him invited over. Oh my goodness, how annoying. This is the only thing with chicks. I wish they could do it autonomously. So here, have a key, come see me anytime. Ooh, car. So please, I would love to see you again. I'm so flattered by you. He's like, I could have you any day of the week. She's like, I'm not that type of girl, but keep trying. He seems really happy. First kiss! Yeah, have your first kiss! Oh, Alexandria! Oh, I'm so happy for Alex. Like, seriously, she deserves all the love in the world. She really does. And he's really rich and it's really cute, and they're gonna have the first kiss! Yeah! Look, they're gonna have the first kiss. Have your first kiss, guys. She's just like, are you just gonna stand there and talk, or are you gonna kiss me? What? Aww. Aww. I hate it when he does that. Oh, how sweet of them two. She's finally got the guy that she was like trying so hard for before the war, and she really wanted to marry him then, but he was just so intently excited to try the war and go and fight for his country. And now he's back, and he wanted her so bad then, but he had to do everything for his country. And it's just so romantic. I love it. Look at her. She's like, oh, hey guys, how are you? It's like, oh, you should be in bed. George, you should be in bed. Oh, she's in love. Can I ask her to be my boyfriend? Will you be my boyfriend? Yeah, I'll be your boyfriend. We're in courtship. Yeah. Like, just kiss and have a great time. You can't try for a baby yet because you can't. Just don't work like that. Like, pick up line. Right, okay. I think it's time to come back in. I'm going to leave them two alone now. She's quite hungry. What is wrong with you? Go to bed then, you absolute weirdo. Like, why would you? Oh, goodness gracious me. Everyone's like dying. What the heck is going on? Everyone's just going absolutely mental. He's going, I really should get going now. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you later. And she's like, bye. I'm just going to go get a cake. Get up. What are my children doing? Go to bed. There is a bed upstairs for you. Go to bed. Oh, can you not get in? Are we having problems with beds? Oh dear, everyone's like gonna go absolutely crackers. Let's see if, what are you doing? You're just gonna fall down the stairs. Can everyone get in? I don't understand why you cannot get in a bed. Get in a bed. Like, are you just being annoying that you cannot get into bed? Yeah, you were just being annoying. Right, so let's get you to the toilet before you absolutely wet yourself. You need to get out of the bath because your grandma needs to go to the toilet. You need to go to bed, so go to sleep. Your grandmother needs the toilet. That means get out the toilet because she's just peed herself. She has just peed herself. Shock. Alright, she's just peed herself. So meanwhile, Alexandra's like, Mom, I think I'm gonna marry this guy. We're now in a relationship. I think I'm gonna marry him. She's like, that's nice, sweetie. But no, seriously, I need to go for a shower. I love you, but I'm going for a shower. See, no one's really been interested in Alexandra since she was born. I think there's always been that trouble there. Because she was a second child and she was a girl, and obviously they're always waiting for another boy and hope for another boy. But unfortunately they got her, which isn't right. Okay, this is the problem. Oh dear, there's nowhere for her to sleep. I'm just gonna have to put her in bed with her sister-in-law and then sort all this out. So you need to do that. So yeah, basically everything's just an absolute mess at this moment in time. Everyone's just not happy. Alexander, they won't sleep in the same bed. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna have to seriously sort this house out because they've been living together for 10 years. All the kids are old enough now, so they're ready to really start kicking them out, getting them married, sorting marriages out, and seeing where really they go in life, because we're going to need a lot of... It's going to be an absolute pain to get them all married and get them all out. And we're already in the 20s, and I really can't wait for the 1950s, all them cool objects, the cool clothes. I'm so excited for that one. So guys, I'm going to leave it here. We're in the roaring 20s. We are currently doing okay, I guess. Everyone's in a bit of a tizzle. It's not been very good keeping on top of each other, like keeping the kids all in one room, and it's, oh my goodness. I am excited to see what happens though, because when Mary does die, will the ex-mistress come into the play going, she wants her inherit even though she's never been married, but her daughter's owed it? Who knows? It's going to be a curious one, but I'm excited to see what happens and see where they get to. Anyway, guys, I will see you next week. Please like, subscribe, and give us a cheeky comment, and I'll see you next time.